Welcome back to ARC PDX. Wow, I can't even say it. Sustainability isn't just responsible, it is ridiculously delicious. That is the message from Salt and Straw as they announced the return of their upcycled food series through April 28th. So joining us this morning to tell us all about it is co-founder and head ice cream maker for Salt and Straw, Tyler Malek. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Yeah,
Good morning. Yeah, so first, okay, give us an introduction to this upcycled food series. What is it? And then what are these 5 new flavors that you're serving?
Yeah, we've been doing this menu for about 4 years now, and I love this idea of actually talking about what food waste means in our community. And the reality is, here in Oregon alone, about 20% of the children in our state are considered malnourished, which is ridiculous because at the same time, we waste about 40% of our food. About 130 billion meals a year could be saved by just changing the way we think about eating in our ecosystem. And a lot of that is not like, oh, I didn't eat my leftovers. It's actually a little bit more systemic. Like, they throw away the whey after they make yogurt, which we all like. From children's rhymes, we literally learned like curds and whey, and so it's just we've gotten used to eating the curds and not the whey. There's all these different channels in the food system where if we as food makers and as consumers can learn how to eat these and use these more in our system, it actually can start saving people's lives. So these are some really cool flavors. We partnered with a bunch of different companies across the country to talk about these stories that maybe are a little bit hard to understand and hard to convey, but through ice cream, they're really fun and delicious.
Yeah, let's talk about these flavors because I just got to try all 5 of them.
What was your favorite one?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I shouldn't say by far, but chocolate malted potato chip cupcake was insane.
Yeah, I love that one.
I also love the coffee. There's a coffee and stone fruit marmalade one. I loved that one too. And then I think my third favorite was the banana parsnip sherbet.
Those are my top 3 too.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, good.
Well, I like all 5 of these. I can't pick favorites.
I mean, you're the one who created them, so of course. And let's talk about the other 2 too. The salted grapefruit coconut julep. That's so interesting.
Yeah, all 3 of those, or all 4 of those. I think we had a lot of fun with different ingredients. So the coffee one, for example, it's actually this really cool company up in Seattle that's using 28 different ingredients that normally would get thrown away, like date pits and things like that. And they're blending it together to actually make this like new coffee. And so if you're trying to, hide from tariffs, this is a great way to get your coffee fix.
It really
but it's
was
also a great way to
delicious.
save the planet because a lot of these ingredients are going to waste and we're not importing them from far away. This is a fun combination because we're also blending it with this stone fruit, which is from Northern California. This company started drying out fruits that otherwise would have been thrown away. So, a bruised apricot and things like that. It's called Hello, I'm Ugly. And the way they handle these fruits is just really revolutionary.
And we should mention the last one I didn't say is sourdough and olive oil chocolate. Is there any interesting stories about that one?
Yeah, I mean, this is one we actually worked with breweries on this one to figure out how to make barley milk out of the leftover grains in beer making. And so this is really, really interesting where basically, we realized you can feed millions and millions of people with the leftover grains and there's just no way to use it after they make beer. So we started basically cooking that down into this barley milk and adding a little bit of chocolate and making this upcycled barley ice cream that is actually about 10-15% of this ice cream would have gone to waste if it weren't for saving it and putting it in our ice cream.
Wow, incredible. I know you're also switching up your cups to be more environmentally friendly. Can you tell us about that?
This is kind of fun timing because we're trying to keep up, and a lot of the cities are actually, especially Pacific Northwest. There's some really cool kind of revolutionary laws going in place that we're trying to stay ahead of. That I'm in love with, like starting to help decrease the amount of packaging and add more labels to encourage composting. So this was interesting. We did this intense math and analysis, and we realized if we just made our cup just a little bit short, a quarter of an inch shorter, it wouldn't impact the ice cream at all, and we could save 40,000 pounds of paper a year.
Wow.
So this is us. I mean, it's been so fascinating as we continue to grow at Salt and Straw. We're opening, we opened in Vancouver, we opened in Beaverton. We're starting to learn just like the impact we can have by just these really small changes.
It's really awesome to see you guys like taking that responsibility on and really trying
Mm.
to make the world a better place by also, feeding people delicious ice cream.
Yeah, I love this thing. Yeah.
I want to talk about before we let you go, the Earth Day Scoop Shop offer. What's that? So Earth Day is April 22nd. Can you tell us about this offer?
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think there's a handful of ways to handle this. We're really we're all about people giving back and starting to, trying to get people to, I don't know, share the love a little bit. This for us, we really want to. If someone comes in, you buy a scoop, we want to give you a free waffle cone. So come on in. It's also a really fun little, internal joke. If you want to save paper, eat a waffle cone. Edible packaging, it's the future, and we're living it now at Salt and Straw. So we're having a lot of fun, and it's just a really fun way to also bring people in and talk about, I think, this menu that I think can have a really big impact on our food system.
Definitely. Tyler Malek with Salt and Straw. Thank you so much for being on with us this morning. A delicious morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you.